What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Oz Life Andy Fishing. In this video we're going to run through the importance of bleeding and gutting your fish. If you're interested in the full video of this stick bait session, I'll post that above right now. We do a bit of catch and release and then we take home a couple of fish. One is bled, one is not. Yep. And we're going to check out the difference in eating quality of these fish. Let's get straight into it. That's not back at home in the warm, and we're going to check out what these fish are like, bled and unbled. I'm really interested to see what the difference in the colour of meat is with these. So let's get straight into it, fillet these up and see what the difference is in the meat. We've got bled and gutted, this one. And this one has just been brain spiked right there, but guts are in and unbled as well. I think we'll start with the one that isn't bled as well. We'll cut a fillet off of this guy and see what it's looking like inside. Okay, well straight away you can tell because there's blood coming out of this fish. It's quite red, but definite blood on the meat there, which we're always going to see. Spin this around and then check out what this guy is looking like. Alright guys, and that is the unbled. Side by side you can really see the difference here. This one is still really bloody internally on that bloodline. Look at all of that meat covered in blood, and this one isn't so bad. I think what we'll do, skin both of these and then we'll fry them up and see what they're looking like. So that's the unbled and this is the bled fish. So we've got the bled fish and the unbled fish. I think you can see a massive difference in these now. This fish is looking a whole lot more redder. I mean, we're completely expecting it. That's what you'd expect to see, but it's always good to have a comparison to see what they actually look like when they're next to each other. Let's fry these up, see how they're tasting as well. I've got unbled. I'm just going to lightly coat these in a really light bit of flour. Try and keep as much flavour just of the fish as possible. And a little bit of salt as well while they're cooking. So that's the unbled. And this is the bled. Just be able to tell these apart just by the way that pin bones have been cut out, I think. Just wait for that oil to heat up. They're going to go straight back in and look at the blood that is coming out of this other fish. I think this might be just hot enough. So this one is gilled and gutted. And this one is the one that's got its blood and guts in it. See how they cook up. Flip these over. That's the unbled. That's the bled. Look at the blood coming out of this one still. Imagine if this fish was still laying on the beach, sitting out in the sun, and you had not gilled and gutted it, and you were preparing this fish for the table later on to feed this to your family. Definitely gill and gut your fish. Look at this beautiful white meat on the top there. Lovely, lovely oils inside that meat as well. Beautiful. Taste test is going to be interesting with these, I think, because you can actually see that was in there for maybe 10 seconds longer, but it's definitely darker meat. 100% that is darker meat. This is the fillet that was gilled and gutted, and it's looking lovely and white inside. Beautiful, beautiful meat for a salmon as well. Whereas this one, can you see there's just a slight difference in that? Slightly more dull than that fish that has been bled. There is a definite difference. Taste test, all right. So we'll go with the one that's been gilled and gutted first, I think. It's gonna have a slightly more delicate flavour. I love salmon. I think it's a really good eating fish. It's got really nice flavour to it. Nice texture. And I actually quite like a bit of that bloodline as well. Gives it even more flavour. All right, taste test. Not gilled and gutted. Ever so slightly darker meat. Let's see what that's like. I wouldn't say I can taste a huge difference. I don't know actually, maybe I can. I think I can actually. That does taste, I don't know what the word would be for how it tastes. It's just a slightly heavier, well, more bloody taste really. But that one that's been gilled and gutted is absolutely beautiful. Lovely white meat. Well, for me, that gives a proper rundown of the difference between bled and unbled fish. You can see it right here, still on the carcasses. Ton of blood still coming out of that one, no blood on that one. Another fishing video done and dusted. If you've enjoyed this one, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.